هو ريتشارد مورفي ذا الصيت في التاريخ اللبناني استنادا إلى اتفاقية مورفي الأسد عام 88 ومعادلتها الدامية من خيل الظاهر أو الفوضى.
Who is your candidate? Well, we didn't have a candidate. The Lebanese didn't believe it. The Syrians didn't believe it. We had to be backing a particular individual. Well, there were three possibilities. Okay. The one name that seemed to be favored was, as a candidate, was Mikhail Daher. But in fact, there was the candidate standing from Paris. There was a candidate of Frangia, not announced, but everyone knew, well, yes, if asked, he would serve. But in any way, the proposition was rejected. The Civil War went on, and if you will, the fauda, the chaos, continued for another 2 bloody years till finally there was a solution, not a solution achieved by foreign diplomacy, but by the exhaustion of the people. They were tired on all sides of killing each other.
هذه رواية مورفي لواحدة من أشهر المعادلات في الحرب الأهلية، على أن أرشيف هذا الرجل فيه كثير من المعادلات التي تستحق البحث. فهو كان سفير واشنطن في سوريا بين عامي 74 و 78، وسفيرا في السعودية بين عامي 81 و 83، قبل أن يتم تعيينه مساعدا لوزير الخارجية لشؤون الشرق الأوسط بين عامي 83 و 88. من هنا انتهزنا فرصة لقائه لنسأله عن الأسباب التي دفعت إدارة أوباما لتهديد دمشق باستخدام القوة بسبب السلاح الكيميائي، فيما الإدارة التي كان هو جزءا منها لم تتوانى عن تزويد نظام صدام حسين بالسلاح عبر طرف ثالث، ومن ثم إعادة العلاقات الدبلوماسية مع بغداد، فيما كان نظام البعث العراقي يقصف الجنود الإيرانيين بالسلاح الكيميائي.
To the best of my knowledge, we were not supplying arms ourselves. We had a policy of there should be no arms supplied to either side, but in fact we focused the effort on trying to deny arms deliveries to Iran. We were not trying to block the Russians selling aircraft to Iraq, or the French selling tanks and weaponry to Iraq. But I've heard it said, and some prominent American analysts said at the time, oh, let them bleed each other, that's in the best interest of the world, that they just exhaust each other. So, yes, we had reports that the Iraqis were using them in the southern front against the Iranian troops. But when the news, which was indisputable, wasn't just rumor or reports, came out through Halabja, there was a very strong reaction. I watched that firsthand between Washington, the exchanges between Washington and Baghdad, that what they had done was totally unacceptable.
But even by then, the administration in the United States, they never threatened Saddam Hussein that they will interfere on a military base. Correct me.
That America would never interfere on military bases.
Yes.
No, that's right. Getting rid of the chemical weapons in Syria was considered an achievement, a plus. But it's just a minor aspect of the ongoing conflict in Syria. That there's no argument. I accept that. And the president's use of the phrase "red line" was unfortunate in the sense that it implied clear signal of action, direct, probably military action. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to get America militarily involved in another war in the Middle East. And as we discovered after that time, yes, there was the beginning of very quiet talks with the Iranians to try to negotiate the nuclear weapons issue, or the nuclear issue, as the Iranians would say.
على الرغم من إجاباته الدبلوماسية، فإن شهية الأسئلة لا تنقطع مع هذا الرجل الذي عاصر ومن موقع القرار الكثير من الأحداث الدامية في منطقة الشرق الأوسط، وهي أحداث لا يتسع لها بالتأكيد تقرير إخباري.